Okay. In chapter 2, we are focusing on strategic e-marketing and performance marketing. Okay. In this chapter, we'll be concentrating on the concept of what is a strategic planning, and then what is an electronic strategy. You guys will know what is a e strategy or electronic strategy, and then what is a e-business model. Okay. At the same time, we see about the performance metric and the balance score. Okay, what is it and what is a performance metrics and balance score card is all about. Okay, this is your topic outlines. Okay, we start with strategic planning. Okay, a strategic planning is a process executive undertake in order to make a thoughtful decision about their organization mission, values, and goals, and properly allocate resources to fulfill those directives. Okay, uh, this is from Margaret Rose, 2012. Okay, by meaning of strategic planning is where strategic planning is where you guys are totally uh, think about a decision, okay, based on the best for your organization or best for your business. Okay, okay, and then also what is your business value, what is your business goal, and then at the same time you guys allocate or organize your resources, okay, uh, to full directive or full we'll call it implementation of the resources. Okay, that is we call it strategic planning. Okay, there's other definition here from businessdictionary.com and from Martin 2012, so you guys can read this is all about. Okay, when we are talking about strategic planning, okay, the usual method of to describe our strategic planning is we use ESP framework. Okay, what is the meaning of ESP framework uh, is here. Okay, environment, strategy, and performance. Okay, that is the meaning of ESP framework. Okay, and then after we do the ESP framework, then we go through uh, another method that we call it as a SWOT analysis. Okay, SWOT analysis you guys already learned from other classes, so I don't need to focus on it so much. But for ESP, okay, ESP, like you guys see, this is a ESP framework. Okay, like you guys see in the slide. Okay, ESP, E is for environment, S is for strategy, and then P is for performance. Okay, we look at the environment. Okay, environment will be focused. This is when we're talking about environment. Okay, we see in terms of our environment through the internet itself. Okay, from legal and ethical factors, technology factors, our competition or competitor, okay, and other factors. Okay, because we have so many environment factors, so we need to do a lot of research and data collecting. Okay, when we do the environment environment stage. Okay, when we do after we do the environment stage, then we go to the strategy. But before we go to the strategy part, we do the SWOT analysis. Okay, because we need to compile all the environment data that you guys collect from legal and ethical factor, technology factor, competitor factor, and other factors that you guys collect in the internet. You guys must be compile and analyze to SWOT. Okay, SWOT analysis model. Okay, when you guys are already compiled, the result from the SWOT analysis can be transformed to strategy part. Okay, this is where the strategy stage will be implemented. This is where you guys will be created the e-business strategy, and then from e-business strategy you guys create the e-marketing plan. Okay, because you guys are learning e-marketing, so you guys need to know about this, the ESP. Okay, and then from e-marketing plan, then came from e-marketing strategy, and then e-marketing mix or the 7 P's of mix. And then the CRM, customer relationship management. So in e-marketing, we do have CRM. So due to you guys must be take noted regarding this. Okay, you guys see from the ESP framework itself, e-business strategy and e-marketing is a different thing. Okay, and all. So the e-marketing plan, okay, uh, is based from the e-business strategy itself. Okay. When we already do the staging part or the strategy part itself, then we go to the performance stage. The performance stage, this is where you guys will do the performance metrics and then the balance scorecard metrics. Okay, this is the three stages in the ESP framework. Okay, this is a simple. You guys can understand regarding this particular framework. When you guys are working inside the marketing department, this is where you guys will be using. Okay, now we go to what is a strategy. Okay, a strategy is a plan of action designed to achieve a long-term or overall aim or a short-term aim. Okay, so like the definition said, okay, strategy is where you guys are do the designing or which activity or what activity can achieve for our goal, okay, in terms of long term or short term. Because in terms of strategy, you guys need to we need to think what two step further from our competitors. So that is we call it strategy. Okay. So what that is strategy then? So what is a e-strategy? E-strategy actually is a extension from the strategy definition, but additional to what? By using the electronic technology, okay, or web-based approach technology. Because nowadays our trend nowadays is we use a lot of web-based approach of marketing. So as that's why you guys need to learn regarding, okay, what is the definition of e-strategy. Okay, e-strategy is where you guys design your activity to achieve a long-term or a short-term aim by via using electronic technology. So this is the other terms of definition that you guys can read, can use also. Okay, why we use e-strategy itself? Okay, first is we want to attract the right customer. Of course, when you guys are using online businesses or e-businesses itself, okay, you guys need to know who is your customer and then which our customer is which is our loyal customer, which is not our loyal customer, and so on, and who is our potential customer. So that's why we need to attract by using the strategy. We need to attract the right customer, and then luck is what happen when opportunity meets preparation. And then what is the meaning of this actually we came prepared. Okay, we do e-strategy or lateral strategy is to prepare for our regarding business opportunity, or to create our opportunity inside the market itself. And then we can be focused and consistent regarding to do the activity inside the inside what we call it online and everything. And then you have a direction, okay, or we know where we're going and how to get the meaning is we know what is our objective, we know our what is our aim, and also our purpose. So we already know how we want to get there because we already plan our activities or stages of activity that to achieve our goal or objective. That is the reason why we use e-strategy. Okay, finish with e-strategy, then we go to business model. Okay, regarding to business model, okay, you guys already learned from other subject and also other courses subject. Okay, what is a business model? So I won't be go in detail because you guys already know regarding this one. But pertain to e-business itself, actually e-business, okay, is like a business model, but it's more, not it's more actually, but it's an additional or extension from the conventional business model. We use we install or we add electronic technology to work inside the business. What I mean, when your modus operandi, you include electronic technology inside your modus operandi, operandi or operates. Okay, like the definition say, okay, e-business model is like any business model, describe how a company function, how it provide a product or service, how it generate revenue, and how it will create and adapt to new markets and technology. The terms of technology that is installed is added to the definition. That is what we call it e-business model. Actually, it's the same like a normal business model, but we just add the what we call it, the technology. I want to ask you guys already learned or not the business model canvas, guys? Okay.
Sorry, sir.
You guys already learned or not the business model canvas in other classes? Syarifah, you breaking up?
Kan suara si
Kenapa?
sangkut-sangkut.
Suara saya sangkut-sangkut. Ni clear?
Tak tadi yang sekali tadi sangkut. Okay, clear?
Ni sekarang clear ke tak? Hello?
Clear?
Ni clear ke tadi? Okay. What is actually the question before this is, you guys know or not a business, not a business, yes, a business model canvas. Guys, you guys already learn or not?
B2C.
Not that one. Wait, I show you guys what is a business model canvas. You guys should be already learn this from other classes. Okay, this is an example of a business model canvas. Okay, this is the same like Ibo. You get actually a business model canvas can be used for e-business model canvas also. You guys also can use the electronic also inside here. Okay, so this is the actually a sample or a sample or example actually a business uh, a business model canvas. Okay, so inside the business canvas, okay, I call it business canvas only. Okay, business canvas, we have certain element inside there. We put key partners, key activity, key resource, value proposition, clear customer relationship, okay, channel, customer segment, cost structure, and revenue stream. So this is the element inside the business model itself. Okay, so in terms of business model canvas, this is how you guys will be presenting it. Meaning is this is the key point. Okay, key partners. Okay, inside the key point. Okay, what you guys need. You guys do inside the key partner elements. Just in point five, and then you guys will be the one who's explain. Actually, you guys can use for a business model also for business model canvas. I'm surprised you guys didn't learn in other classes. Okay, why we use? It's okay. Okay, why we use e-business model? Okay, the first reason is can develop a cost-effective communication and marketing strategy. Of course, when you guys are doing the business model, okay, create a business or implement the e-business model itself, you guys can at the same time you guys can develop a cost-effective way or cost-effective way to communicate and do marketing. Okay, and then at the same time, other reason is you can reach new market worldwide, and then you guys can plan. What is the meaning of reach new market worldwide is you guys plan for the upcoming market trends that will be coming in, not just only in local section but also in international section also. And then you guys can reach local customer at the same time prospect more effectively, because you guys are using online. You guys can reach the local consumers or local customers more frequently, and then you guys can also create opportunity to be more what we call it, not to be more actually, you guys can create opportunity to find other potential customer more effectively in the future, and then can cut advertising and marketing costs by using electronic technology itself. That's why we use a business model, because we implementing also the technology, electronic technology inside our business model or business process itself. And we can create you guys can streamline the ordering process by taking order online, okay, because your business because you guys are using electronic technology, you guys will tend to have customers to go streamline and or streamline by ordering your products or your service to the online servicing apps, mobile apps. Okay, and then you can cut communication and telephone costs. And this is the old ways. Okay, we use memo, we can use the telephone, we can cut costs, and then we only just use the internet technology itself. Okay. E-business concept can be described. Okay, e-business concept can be described the rationale of the business, its goals and vision, and product or offering from which it will earn revenue. Okay, the meaning of short term for e-business concept is how you guys will be, how the or not how you guys actually how the business can generate revenues. Okay, that is a e-business concept actually. So under e-business concept and market concept itself, we can do market research. We must do market research because we need to select and refine, okay, what is our business concept, okay, because you guys need to know what is your business at the first thing when you guys are working there. And then we need to do a market research, and then from market research itself, we see the result. Is it have any changes regarding, okay, the market trend, the market settings and everything. Okay, or we call it term is market shift. And then at the same time, you need to understand, okay, regarding your market sector. Okay, this is the e-business concept that you guys when you do the modeling. E-business environment is strategies. Okay, this is on how you guys understand, okay, from your environment. Okay, because when you guys are doing your e-business model, you guys is involved your e-business environment, from your workforce, your competitor, your partners, your customers, your community, your regulation or legals, technology and economic forces. So you guys need to do a little bit of data collecting or research, we call it, from your environment. Okay, when you guys are doing your business model. Okay, this is the performance matrix. Okay, when you guys are doing performance matrix, actually performance matrix are specific measure designed to evaluate effectiveness and efficiency of operation. Because in terms of efficiency is when you have managed your time well, but we don't know if you have achieved your purpose or not. Okay, whereas by effective is when you have achieved your purpose, but we don't know how you manage your time. So that is the meaning of effective and efficient. What is the meaning of performance matrix is where we measure your, or to evaluate your effective and efficiency of your operation itself. So how we want to evaluate this particular evaluate our effective and efficiency. So this is some example of what we call it method of performance method that we can use when you guys are working after this. Okay, but please do remember your performance metrics will be must have provide measurable outcomes, and then must be easy to understand and use, and then must be actionable, meaning we have this when you guys are key in the process, it process the analyze the data that you guys want you guys key in the data and then have the result. So must be actionable and can be utilized for employee evaluation. Okay, some of the example, one is web analytic, and then we have social engagement metric. Okay, two of the example I'm giving to you guys, but actually we have more of the example, but I just give you two. For other metric, performance metric will be assigned towards your assignment afterwards. Okay, and then we go and see the balance scorecard. This is where we can see either or not our plan or our strategy is working or not based on the balance scorecard perspective. Okay, we have four perspective. We have customer perspective, internal perspective, learning and growth perspective, and then financial perspective. Okay, customer, we go one by one. Okay, customer perspective is where the customer actually includes the measure the goal of such as customer loyalty, such as customer satisfaction, appropriateness of for the customer or appropriateness of the target market, customer feedbacks, customer needs, then other than other factors. Okay, regarding to the customer perspective, and then in terms of customer perspective, loyalty and satisfaction measure may include percentage of visitors who return to the site in time between visits. Okay, meaning is if you want to measure, we must when you guys are measure the loyalty of customer, it must be how much they come visit towards your website, and then how long the customer is using, and then how much item or product that they buy from you guys. Sometimes customer won't buy, but they come back to work using your site or your mobile apps and everything. So that is how you measure your loyalty and satisfaction measurement. Okay. In terms of customers' perspective, okay, we do have a process where we call it customer loyalty cycle. So inside this particular slide, I have put it. We have 4 stages. We have customer acquisition, and then customer development. Okay, how you guys develop your customer, and then customer commitment, and then last step is customer retention. And then from not only that, under customer perspective also we need to see what see the customer how we measure our customer satisfaction by terms of what QDC. We measure by QDC. QDC is quality, cost, and delivery. This is under customer perspective. Okay, internal perspective is where includes how you guys measure the goal related to quality online services that you guys give towards your customer. In terms of how your customer customer service react toward when you guys are calling, and then maintenance of your websites or your mobile apps, and then updates. Okay, in terms of your website updates regarding inventory, not inventory, updates regarding products and everything to your customer. So that is under internal perspective. Learning and growth is more toward how your online services can be innovative and continuous improvement regarding either or not your mobile apps or your website can be improved and then can be long-term sustainable. That is under the learning and growth perspective. Financial is like normal. How we measure our financial goal. Is it our ROI, return of investment, uh, is doing? Is it a positive growth or negative growth? Okay. And then how we value our individual customer profit. Okay, this is the four perspective of balance scorecard that we can we measure based on our marketing strategy. So finish chapter 2. So any question regarding this chapter, you guys? Hello?
No, sir.
No, Chisborn, are you okay? Kelvin, I didn't notice you come in, Kelvin.
Yes, sir.
Kevin, are you okay?
Yes, sir, I'm okay, sir.
All right. Sharifa, are you okay?
Yes, sir.
Are you okay with the slide just now?
Yes.
Okay. How's your assignment 3? What is your progress regarding assignment 3? Your web project? Guys?
Yes,
How is your
I'm having
assignment 3?
problem accessing the website.
You have problem accessing the website?
Yes.
Website that you use, which is it?
The one you linked up with. The one you linked up with.
The one I link up at what? WhatsApp, is it?
Any stuff.
Actually, Chisborn, okay, that one that I give you inside the WhatsApp is only what we call it, an example of sites. Okay, you guys can use Wix.com. You guys can use GoDaddy. We have a lot of Squarespace. Okay, for to create to your website. So we have a lot of website to create a free website to create website. So you guys can use anything, but commonly used will be Wix.com, uh, GoDaddy, and then Squarespace. So you guys can use it. Other than that, also included inside the what we call it, the link that I share inside the WhatsApp previously. So please do. It's already week 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it actually 1, 2, 3? Today is week 3 already. Week 4. Wait, let me check. So today is week 3. So you guys should be around 30% already started actually. But never mind, you have another what? Because 11, I said in 11, you submitted in week 11, is it? So you have another 8 weeks. So please do your assignment 3 early, because after this next week you already have assignment 2. Assignment 1, I see you guys didn't submit it yet. Please make sure submitted by today, or not by late by tomorrow. I already give you guys 1 week. So any questions regarding the slide or your assignments from you guys?
Not for myself.
Okay. Cheeseborn and Calvin.
No, sir.
All right. Calvin.
No, sir.
All right. Okay. Like I said, please make sure you submitted your assignment one by as late as tomorrow. Next week, you guys will focusing on assignment two. I will tell you. I straight tell you about the topic for your assignment two, but uh, this this is purpose for telling you the topic because I need you guys to do a little bit of searching, data collecting searching for the topic itself. Okay, for next week assignment, I will be putting up next week the question next week, but you guys can start searching by this week. The topic will be the performance metric. Okay, you guys must find at least three performance metrics. Okay, and then explain what each of the metric, how is the performance metric will be function. For example, like I give you guys inside uh, the slide the web analytic tool. Then we have uh, social factors tools and everything method. So I need you guys to find other than that inside the internet. That is your assignment too. So don't worry, I will give you the question next week. So Sharifah, after this you stay. So Kelvin and Cheesebone, you guys can be excused. And thank you for participating for our class today. Okay, guys. Guys, hello.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
All right. Bye, guys. Sharifah,
Yes, sir.
macam mana assignment 3 kamu?
Tiga saya. Memang buat
Kamu
sikit, sir.
dah start buat lah. Kamu buat pakai web apa?
Uh, uh, apa ni? Apa nama? Oh, sebab waktu diploma saya pernah buat juga website.